Hi, welcome to another Divorce Tip Tuesday brought to you by divorced moms and me, Cathy Meyer, Master Certified Divorce Coach. Today we're going to talk about co-parenting with a narcissist, and I'm going to give you some tips that will hopefully help relieve some of the stress of trying to co-parent with a narcissist. You know, narcissist is a word we hear a lot these days, especially in the divorce community. It seems that anyone who is divorced from someone who is irrational and angry is divorced from a narcissist. But that's doubtful. Um, you may be divorced from your garden variety jerk, not a narcissist. And if you're asking, well, if I'm not divorced from a narcissist, why are you making this video? Because whether you're divorced from a narcissist or a common garden variety jerk, if whoever you're divorced from is making your life a living hell because all you want to do is civilly co-parent and he's doing emotional harm to your children, well, then you need this video. This video is as important for you. So with that, let's get started. I've got 5 tips. The first one, don't let him push your buttons. He was married to you. He knows which buttons to push, and he will push them. And believe it or not, you are in complete and total control over how you respond when he pushes your buttons. And the best thing you can do is recognize it for what it is. He is trying to make you angry. He is trying to cause you to respond in an angry manner. He wants you to be just as irrational and angry as he is. And when you give him that, you give him ammunition to use against you. Also, you look as irrational and as crazy as he does. So please, when he pushes your buttons, step back, take a deep breath, and say, buddy, I got your number. You're not getting away with it. Number 2, lower your expectations of him. He's not a good co-parent. He's never going to be a good co-parent. What you have is what you're going to continue to have. He's not going to get better. And if you think, okay, he may get better. If I do this, he'll get better. If I do that, he'll get better. That's a waste of your time and energy. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to keep your expectations very, very low, because he's going to be a jerk. Number 3, use reverse pronouns. And what I mean by that is if he communicates with you via email or in person or over the phone or text message, some demeaning, belittling statement, something like, you're a terrible mother, you're destroying your children's lives, turn it around, because here's the thing about it. Narcissists project. They project off onto other people their own deepest fears. So when he makes a statement like, you're a terrible mother, you're ruining your children's lives, what he's really saying to you, reverse those pronouns, he is saying to you, I'm a terrible father. I am destroying my children's lives. And if you're able to look at it that way, you can feel a little bit of pity for him, because he has no ability to do an internal inventory. He has no insight whatsoever into his behavior. Subconsciously, he knows that, something is up with him. But consciously, he's just a stunted little boy. And he's angry. And that's what he does when he's angry. He causes collateral damage. He's going to hurt you. He's going to hurt his children. So use those reverse pronouns. Every time you hear a statement from him, reverse it in your mind and look at it, realize that it is projection. What was that? Number 3. Number 4, set communication boundaries. If he's the kind of person, and most narcissists are, and most garden variety jerks are also, if he's the kind of person that you can't have a civil conversation with about your children's issues, then strictly communicate via email. No text messages, no phone conversations, no in-person conversations. Keep everything strictly to email. That way, when he says, yeah, I'll trade this weekend with you for that weekend. And when it comes time to trade, if everything is kept strictly to email, you've got proof that he did agree to it. Let's see, number 5, gray rock him. And this goes back and is related to the communication boundaries. But gray rocking him, if you gray rock him, you do not communicate at all except via email, and only then in 2 to 3 words. But when you gray rock him, if you see him at a child's school function, you ignore him. If he comes to pick the children up for the weekend, you have their bags packed, you kiss them goodbye, and you ignore him. No personal interaction. He no longer exists except in email. Use as few words as possible, like I said, to communicate in email. If he emails you and says, let's see, what's a good one? I ran into your dad yesterday. He looks good, but, he was really kind of demeaning and belittling towards me. Send him back an email and say, understood, best, and sign your name to it and send it off. There are many, many more things I could discuss with you when it comes to co-parenting with a narcissist. But the main thing you need to understand is the narcissist wants to manipulate you, he wants to control you, and he wants to project off onto you his own deficiencies. If you can keep him from being able to do those 3 things, you will feel a tremendous relief in the stress level that he causes you. It's imperative that you do those 3 things because, you don't want to become ill. You don't want to become anxious, depressed because of what the stress that you're dealing with trying to co-parent with, a man who is not ever going to co-parent with you. Oh, I've got one more tip. Be a good mother to both your children and him, because you know what? He is nothing but a stunted child. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. If you're watching on Facebook, click like and leave a comment for us. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.